What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of pitchers.com, and we're going to watch Jordan Montgomery today talk about his 5 innings, 0-run start, but he had 8 base runners and 3 walks. And there's something kind of going on with his efficiency and his approach that I think there could be some tweaks, some areas where he can get to the next level, and we're going to talk about that today. If you don't know his repertoire, there's a changeup in there and a curveball that are both really good at missing bats. Sometimes he gets a cutter in there against righties. Sometimes it's a sinker primarily for his fastball, but we're going to see a lot of it today. Hopefully in this inning, we'll find out. We got about 19 pitches to go through, and yeah, let's just kind of jump into it and watch who I call the Bear. That is Jormont, and if you know Game of Thrones, it's fine. I'm going to keep going. So, first pitch coming. Looks like it is that cutter, 87. He's trying to get an aggressive Diaz to swing at this and get himself a quick out. So, I don't hate the approach here. He's trying to get this actually probably for a strike, though. Maybe a little bit closer in, but not a bad pitch. And he tries to play off of that. This is actually kind of cool. He's trying, Jordan Montgomery, these last 2 pitches, he had one fastball that came farther in, and this one looks like it's a sinker that comes farther away. So he's trying to make it look like to Diaz that this is the cutter that he's trying to get a quick out on and maybe sneak in a fastball, but Diaz is on it, and he lines that to center. And, props to Montgomery, he gets the out. But let's just look at this one more time here. Where's he trying to get this pitch? Is it here? No. This is actually the danger area. You drop the barrel of the bat, and you can give this a ride as Jordan Montgomery did. You want this pitch up and in. You want to really surprise him there, especially from a lefty to a righty. You really want to hammer this one. This is just too hittable, to be completely honest, and it's not what Jormont wanted to do. So no, you have one out. There's a really nice first pitch. That's the curveball, and I love that. One worry I do have about Jordan Montgomery is actually across all the curveballs they threw yesterday, a good amount, over 20, not a single called strike. Normally you see that with your breaking ball at least once, especially a curveball. It was whiffs. He had 8 whiffs, but no called strikes. And to see that foul ball on the corner, that's the podcast. Listen to the podcast on the corner podcast with me and Alex Fast. But seeing that pitch, really, really excellent first pitch from Montgomery. Awesome get ahead of Choi here. That's just a bad pitch. That's not even close to where he wanted it. He's trying to get it up here, down here. He knows it. It's all right. We reset. Choi doesn't know where it was supposed to be, though. Cool, he got that one up. That's fine. 93. Yes, it's a little bit more over the plate than you want, but no, 93 right at the top of the zone. Establish a good heater in the zone for a strike. I dig that. Especially after the previous one was down, so you did change iron level and effectively. So that's cool with me. I think I'm missing a pitch here. So he's trying to go with his changeup there. And I love the fact that he's trying to do lefty on lefty changeups, but that's just a bad one. That's just a waste. And now you get to tune 2, and you're thinking, what is the pitch that gets guys out? For me, I would think the curveball is what you go to now. You didn't really have the best command of your fastball. You just threw a bad changeup. And curveball's your best pitch, and that's the one you executed. Ooh, that's a really good pitch, though. That's a man. That's a fastball that started inside corner and just ate up Choi. There's a lot of movement on this one. Let's take a look at it one more time. So this is coming in, and this looks like it's going to end up here, but then it just stays inside. That's a lot of movement. Oh, my God. That goes in so far into the handle of the bat. I mean, you see this. This is where he wants to hit the ball. And not only is this in the handle, but it's also underneath it. Oh, man, poor Choi. I mean, this is why he got the guard. That's it right there. Oh, no, I missed him. Oh, poor guy. Oh, man. Whew, that hurts. I don't think y'all realize how much of a beating players get all the time. That stuff hurts. Curveball. Yep. Oh, that's a bad one. That's such a bad one. Here's the thing. Like, even if Choi was looking for a heater, being this elevated means that he's able to catch up to it. It's so much easier to adjust. You think it's a fastball. Oh, no. Okay, cool. I got to hold back. and then you can reach this 80-mile-per-hour curveball much, much easier, right? Because you have to swing earlier to get this one. If it's down here, you have to swing later. But if you're already so far ahead with your weight, it's harder and harder and harder to hold it back if you're timed for 93 as opposed to 80. So this is up, easily hittable. This is just a terrible pitch. Good job by Choi. I didn't even seem like he was beat. He wasn't even looking for a fastball. So, ugh. Just a bad pitch from Montgomery. You gotta get that down. All right, so now you have Arozarena, and you might actually go for that cutter because this is 1 out. You're trying to get a ground ball for a double play. First pitch cutter, just like we saw against Diaz. And he does, and he gets it up. Ah, man. I mean, Arozarena, look at this, though. He's bending back. He's not looking for this. He's looking for something over here because this isn't inside. I mean, it's just up, but it's not inside. I mean, maybe he didn't know how much it was going to move in. He held it. Go back again. Make it a better one. Yeah, good. Ooh, that's not a bad pitch. Just get a little higher up and you might get the call, I think. Because now you're making the question of, like, is it too low and inside? You might also get a swing from Arozarena if it's up here. This is close. This is so unbelievably close. And I kind of dig it. It's just slightly missed. Now you got to, I mean, the way that they're setting up away looks like it's going to be a changeup, which I really do like. Arozarena might think after 2 cutters like that, he's earned himself a fastball to drive. If you execute a good changeup here down and away, you'll get a rolled over grounder. Oh, no, he throws a fastball by him. Wow, Arozarena. Man, I'm surprised actually you missed that one. That's at 2-0. That's a pretty good one to hit. You throw that away, and you see that he's jumping at it. You throw a changeup. Throw a changeup. Yeah, he does. Oh, no, 93 again. That's just not a good pitch. You want this down here. That's 2 straight he's missed higher up. That started here. This was such an easy take for Arozarena. Never looked like a strike. Now 3-1. What do you throw? I would throw the curveball. I think that's Montgomery's best pitch and try and hope that he doesn't swing. We know that that's not going to happen. Yeah, that's what I would throw. It's your best pitch. And he did. He threw the curveball and got a grounder. Sweet. I mean, this isn't the best one he's ever thrown. Doesn't have the biggest movement ever. But it's enough. It's slow enough. This is off the end of the bat for Arozarena. You see 93, 93, 93, 87. Hasn't seen the slow curveball yet. It's off the end of the bat. And that works. So yeah, you have 2 outs. Man on second. And you can kind of get the feeling that Montgomery isn't quite having the game plan that he wants, right? Everything that he's thrown hasn't quite gone to the place he's wanted to. Maybe the Choi curveball, maybe the fastball up and in on him. Maybe the cutter was really close, but he hasn't really dominated as far as command goes. The stuff is interesting. The cutter has nice movement to it. The sinker has a good amount of ride, and the curveball is big, but it's not quite the game plan. And there's a fastball, 92. Not where you want to put it. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what this outcome is yet. This is not where you want to put it. Right? This is easy for Lau to slap. And honestly, I'm actually surprised he didn't pull this one. If he was looking for off speed, he's able to push this away really easily. I mean, this is just, it's middle. And look at that. Get single to left. Choi slows down. So now we have first and third, 2 outs. And Choi wisely slowed down. But, yeah, first and third, 2 outs now. Just not a good pitch. Didn't deserve better. Yeah, now you have a righty up and Zunino, and you got to think he's trying to be aggressive on this first one. So you do not give him a fastball, you give him a changeup away. That's pretty standard. Curveball, fine, that works too. And that's his better one. That would have been a called strike, and it's a whiff instead. So it's a whiff inside the zone. That's pretty good to see. Another really good one. I mean, this isn't actually where you want to go with it. You want to go here, but it's close enough to this, and the way that it moves, it's fine for a first pitch. But we've seen guys wrap around this, especially when they're expecting a curveball, and just demolish it. But harder to do when it's down there. And especially given the aggression of Zunino, I think he would have swung at one down here too. And now that he's kind of showing that, you probably want to do that. He's showing that he wants to swing. Ooh, wow. I wouldn't have thrown that. I mean, that's the best fastball that Montgomery's thrown this entire inning. Zunino's showing that I want to swing. And if Montgomery missed that spot, I think Zunino swings because he's like looking fast. He thinks this is a ball all the way through and just gets enough movement back. But if this leaked out of the plate, Zunino swings and probably crushes it. Really awesome pitch. Like, hats off to you. This is probably the best pitch he's thrown this entire inning. But risky. A risk that I don't think he needed to take. So now 0-2, I mean, oof, are you going to have confidence to throw that again? I wouldn't do that. I would throw a changeup away or a curveball down. Do not give in here. Yeah, that's an overthrow. And this is something that Montgomery does a decent amount of the time. He overthrows a lot of pitches. Throw it again, though. Now 1-2. Don't. Zunino might think he's deserved a fastball. He hasn't. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, my God. You got away with that, Montgomery. You got away with it. Man, this is okay. So this is something that I talk about a lot, which is, in general, if I want to make a broad assumption of batters at the plate, I have been making the assumption that a batter goes up and generally is expecting one thing and doesn't make too many in-at-bat adjustments, right? And how I feel about that is those batters that are confident are ones that say, no, I feel good that I know I'm going to get something like this. I'm going to be looking for it, and when I get it, I'm going to crush it. And those that are not confident as batters are guys that are always playing off the pitcher, and they see something, then they like keep thinking in their head like, oh no, he might throw this and or maybe that, and they don't get confident about anything, so that they're not good at any pitch that they get, right? So I like to imagine that generally a batter is going for one thing, and he'll tell you what he's going for. And if I had, it's like 65-35, something like that. They're looking for one thing, and you don't want to give them that thing. Zunino was looking for a fastball on the first pitch, was looking for a fastball on the second pitch. I looked for the breaker on the third pitch, and was looking for the breaker on the fourth pitch. He thought, you know what, he's going to throw that breaker again, and he took this meaty 92. Oh, my God, Mike, you're going to crush this fastball. Montgomery got away with one. He really got away with this. If I threw this, there have been times when like I've thrown a pitch and I've like screamed, being like, "Oh God, don't hit it," and he got away with that. And Mike is just like so upset right now. I was like, "I had that. Yeah, what are you doing?" Look, that's a case of sequencing over matching the batter, and it's something that I think worse batters go through more so than good ones. Those that are confident don't think themselves out of an at-bat. And that's what happened there. Ugh. So that's frustrating. But anyway, that's Jordan Montgomery. And if you watch that, I think y'all would understand and would agree that he's not in full command of everything. His stuff does mess guys up. You saw the Arozarena dribbler to second base. You saw some really nice executed fastballs at times. The cutter can be there. We really didn't see his changeup at all in this one. But there's still a next level for him to hit that I don't know if we're going to see that anytime soon. I hope we do. He's pitching, I hate to say it, timidly, where he's not, he's nibbling a little bit and not quite, not quite executing the game plan that he wants. But that's going to do it for today's pitcher video breakdown. As always, you should be watching this live on Twitch, twitch.tv/pitcherlist every Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. You should be there. It's awesome. That's going to do it for today. So as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.